days, so yeah, not great. And finally, sorry that the audio isn't as good as normal. I'm filming in a bigger room than I usually do. The last few days have been at my mum's house, so I'm filming in like the biggest room in my house, and it's just echoey, and it's not dampening the sound very well into the microphone. I actually did pick up the Tascam because it's better to do up close whispers without like a mic stand, but I can't find the wire. Oh, it's on, so unfortunately couldn't use that. Anyway, we're not here to talk about chit chats. We're here to get down to business. We're here to talk about game week 14 and my predictions. I'll have a quick chat about game week 13, which was pretty good for me. I ended up getting 6 out of 10, and I got 2 exact. I would have got 7 out of 10 and 3 exact if I just stuck with my Manchester United 2-1 prediction. I don't know why I wanted them to drop, I predicted them to drop points, but whatever. I haven't this week written down my prediction, so I'm going to do it with you guys, because I haven't had time. These mid-week games are not great for me. Okay, firstly, we've got Bournemouth, Everton. Now, Everton are at home. They're definitely going to want to respond after they lost quite late on to Sunderland, and Everton did get fairly comprehensively beaten in game week 13 by Newcastle. Was that right? Forgotten. So they're also going to want to have a response, but I'm going to go with Bournemouth winning that, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Bournemouth. I never really predict 3, and I thought it was funny that most of the games on Saturday last week had 3 goals on like either side. It's just a number I don't usually pick. Strange, but yeah, I don't know, that was interesting to me. Okay, next we've got Fulham, Man City. I think Man City win. How did Fulham do last week? I got it in here. Yeah, Fulham beat Spurs. I'm gonna go for a City win. I'm gonna go 2-0 to City. I thought I'll come to the Leeds. I'll come to the Leeds game when we get to it. But I do think Man City will edge that. I know a lot of people obviously triple captained Haaland and were talking about it in the comments and in my TikTok comments, and I did say, I think I said in the video, that I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think the triple captaining Haaland against Leeds was as obvious as people, as what's the word? Sure, like was as concrete as people were making out. They were like, he's definitely going to get a brace. I was just not seeing it. But I thought my bias was playing a role. So, yeah. So Newcastle, Tottenham. Oh, Newcastle have been doing much better, and Tottenham on the other hand have been doing much worse. I think if Tottenham lose that match, then Thomas Frank's name gets pulled into question more than it already has, which I don't know. I always find that managerial changes this quickly. I never am super for them. I always say that they need to look elsewhere. It's not always just at the manager. I'm gonna go for a draw. No, I'm gonna go for Newcastle. I don't know. I'm gonna go 1-1. Arsenal win. I think Arsenal win pretty easily, to be honest. Not because I don't respect Brentford, but they're at home. They're on good form. I know they dropped points against Chelsea, but I think that will make them want to be really clinical and comprehensive in this match. I'm so tired. I feel like just then I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for a oh my gosh, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna change my Tottenham Newcastle one. There's something in my eye. I'm changing that. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Newcastle. And then Arsenal Brentford, I'm gonna go for Arsenal to drop points. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go Arsenal to win. Arsenal to win 1-0. Brighton, Aston Villa to win. And I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 3. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm trying to think because I'm definitely going. I should say it out loud. I think I'm gonna go definitely an Aston Villa win. And I've said in my last video that I think I overestimate Brighton. And last week I predicted them to win 1-0, and it was 1-0. Oh my goodness. What? That doesn't sound right. What was the Nottingham Forest Brighton score? Was it 1-0? If that was 1-0, then I got 3 exact, and I would have got 4 exact. That's crazy. But yeah, they beat them, but they only beat Nottingham Forest, so. And I think people are giving Forest too much credit for 2 good games. You know what? I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go 1-1. Okay, Burnley, Crystal Palace. Both teams had good starts and have trailed off. Burnley trailed off maybe earlier than Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace have been trailing off recently. But I'm gonna go for a Palace win. And I'm gonna go just 1-0. Okay, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, how interesting. I feel like in the last couple of game weeks there's been no 0-0s or like anything like that. So I'm actually gonna go 0-0. I feel like it's due. Next we've got Leeds, Chelsea, Chelsea. Underrated matches. I always enjoy Leeds Chelsea as a match. Leeds played well against Man City, they did. Defensively is always where it lets us down, I think. I don't think that I think we probably should have got the point, but I was not convinced, to be honest. I was like, I just could feel in my bones that we would lose that point. So I'm gonna go for a Leeds win. I feel like we've put in 2 good performances and got nothing from it. Okay, we're at home. I think we need a win, and I'm hoping. I think we'll just edge it. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Leeds. Crazy prediction, I know. But you know what? I've earned it because I got 6 out of 10 last week with 3 exact. So I don't care. Okay, next we've got Liverpool, Sunderland. I don't know if it was true, but I swear someone said that they told Arne Slot that he needed to pick up 6 points in his next 2 games, which was last week and this week, to make sure like his job was still safe. So, but Sunderland are better than I give them credit for always. They always show up more than I think they I also don't want him coming in with too much to prove. I'm thinking something's telling me a draw, but I've predicted 1-2 draws. Not a draw. I'm thinking a Sunderland win for some reason. I'm gonna have to go for a Sunderland win. I've gone for 2 away wins already. I'm gonna go for a Sunderland win, and I'm gonna go 2-1 to Sunderland. And then Man United West Ham I already did, because I did that first, and I went for 3-1 to United. Manchester United. Okay, those are the predictions. Sorry, the energy is a little bit low today, and sorry if I wasn't speaking as much as I should have been. I feel like I wasn't saying anything, and I was just thinking of it in my head. And sorry, I just muted the mic for no reason. Anyway, I thought it would be better to at least film it and get it up there as soon as I can, than just be like, oh, I can't get it up in time, and whatever. So I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm exhausted and all that. I'm rambling now. Okay, let me know how you did last week in the comments. I haven't looked at the comments of last week's properly, so I need to go through them. And tell me, as always, your predictions. And yeah, I will be posting obviously my game week predictions for the weekend, and I don't think, to be honest, in the next couple of weeks I'll get much of an opportunity to film much more than that, so I might not be able to do any extra videos just up until maybe January. Obviously with everything like Christmas and stuff, it's just so busy. I feel like usually with work it's a little bit of you slow